Jai Hind everyone. So today we will be studying 100 most important idioms that you must know. So let's begin. So friends, you can see the first one. Those idioms which I am teaching you will be like helpful for your SSC CGL Tier second exam also, and for defense it's very like a miracle exam, all exams NDA CDS, whether you are applying for FCAT also, okay, or also for special like English. Right. So our first idiom is a hot potato. A hot potato means something that is difficult or dangerous to deal with. For example, terrorism is a political hot potato in Afghanistan. Means जो सबसे ज़्यादा बहुत ज़्यादा like something that is difficult to deal or something like very some, for example, we have also understand the terrorism issue in the Afghanistan. Okay, it's a hot potato. A penny for your thought. So our second idiom is a penny for your thought. So a penny for your thought means what? Way of asking what something is thinking. After several minutes of silence, he finally looked at her and said, "A penny for your thought, Lily." Like something, कोई कुछ भी सोच रहा है तो आप उसके बारे में पूछने का प्रयास करते हैं तो उसे बोला जाता है आ penny for your thoughts. So our next idioms is friends, action speak louder than the words. So this is totally like I hope you already listen this one. When you do is more significant than what you say. If you are saying like मेरा एग्जाम निकल जाएगा ये वो मैं इतनी ये लाऊंगा, this is not a good way. The good way is your action should be like as action speak louder than the words. Okay, so he, for example, he, I am sorry, I will try to be better person henceforth. See, action speak louder than the words. Okay, so you didn't need to any, you do not need any type of thing to say, your action should be speak. Okay, so our next one is friends, add insult to injury. Add insult to injury means to make a bad situation worse. So this make, for example, if you are suffering from something and your friend come and he did not know anything, but he is still like making you, giving you suggestion. So this is like a add insult to injury. For example, their basement was flooded, and then to add insult to injury, a pipe burst into the kitchen. Okay, उनका जो बेसमेंट था उसमें पानी भरा हुआ था ऑलरेडी, लेकिन उन्होंने एक पाइप लगा दिया ऊपर से जिससे कि और ज्यादा भरने लगा पानी. तो दिस इज लाइक एड इंसल्ट टू इंजरी. So our next idiom is friends, all gentlemen, cadet and ladies. That one is an arm and leg. A lot of money जिसकी बहुत ही बड़ी कीमत चुकानी पड़ा है. It's the best cruise in the world, but it will be cost you an arm and a leg. Okay, जिसकी कीमत बहुत ज़्यादा ही चुकानी पड़ा. Okay friends. So let's see. Our new idioms is at the drop of a hat. Means immediate and without any hesitation. File was always ready to go. Illy was always ready to go shopping at the drop of a hat. Means already like immediately or without any hesitation. Somebody say you खाना खाएंगे आप, you say yes I will. So this is like for every situation you can understand. So our next idiom is back to the drawing board. Means start something all over again. I failed this semester, but now I am back to the drawing board. Means if you fail in any examination or written or SSB, even you, if you are conference out, then you have to like back to the drawing board. You have to start again. Next idiom is ball in your court. For example, this will be your NDA or CDS or any attempt of FCAT. This is a situation like the ball in your court. You have to decide what will be your next move. Will you be preparing again for written of any examination, or will you qualify and then become officers? So this is like it's up to you. It's up to you to take the next step. Okay, if you prepare well, you will qualify. Our next idiom is barking up the wrong tree. Okay, barking up the wrong tree means looking in the working place or wrong place, sorry, accosting the wrong person, मतलब गलत पेड़ के नीचे बैठना. Of course this will like hoping something from a wrong person also you can understand. He did not commit the crime, you are barking up the wrong tree. Okay, so our next idiom says be glad to see the back of, be glad to see the someone leave. For example, whenever you are studying from a teacher for home tuition, you always feel like be glad to see the back of means use like automatically means naturally become happy that my teacher is gone and I will not study or something like this. But this can be also used in different way, not like it's. So our next idiom says beat around the bush means to avoid the main topic and questions speak like indirectly you can also understand. Best of both worlds, okay, means situation where one can enjoy two different opportunity. For example, if you are preparing for something and student you are also learning this english, this will help you in ssb and also in the, for example, written pass for NDA aspirant. This will like miracle, idioms play a vital role. So this is like best of both the worlds. So our next idiom is best thing since sliced bread. So it means a good idea or a plan, an excellent or new invention. I love your idea. It's a best strength, best things since sliced bread. Okay, best strength since sliced bread. So this is like we have already understand this one. Okay, best good one idea, new invention. So our next idioms is bite off more than you can chew. To take any task more than your strength. Okay. For example, our boss bit of more than she could chew. When she promised the client we had have the project ready by next month, next week. Like doing something more from your strength. Okay. So friends, our next idioms is blessing disguise. Blessing disguise means that something good that is not recognized at first. For example, if you are suffering from any type of medical issue, you have to eat a lot of medicine tablets, but they are very like kadvi. You don't want it to eat them, take them, not eat them. Okay, but they are like blessing in disguise. If you wanted to get well soon, you have to eat them or take them. Sorry. So this is like a blessing in disguise, something good that is not recognized at first. Ashok losing his job was a blessing in disguise. It gave him an opportunity to pursue higher study. Okay. So burning the midnight oil means so that to stay up working, especially studying late night. Okay. So I hope you all are burning the midnight oil to get the recommendation, because you know the process is not very simple. You have to burn the midnight oil. She she has been burning the midnight oil for the last few months. Her hard work will definitely pay off in the coming examination. Okay. So our next idiom is don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge something primarily by its physical appearance or appearance. Okay. You should not understand or not judge anybody by their clothes or something. You should understand like by their character. Okay. Character matter. Character means their knowledge also. So, for example, you can also understand. I'm giving the example. You can't judge a book by its cover. See, he does not look at intelligent. Okay, that's great. You cannot like decide anybody whether he is intelligent or not by only appearance. This will depend upon the knowledge when you ask the question or something. A bit. Caught between the two stools. Okay, when something finds it difficult to choose between two alternatives, he had committed to both and now caught between two stools. Okay, cross the bridge when you come to it, deal with the problem if and when it becomes necessary. Okay, I think I need to nine hire a lawyer. See, cross the bridge when you caught it. Okay, jab bhi like deal the problems whenever you need it, not before or after. Okay, क्राई ओवर स्पिल्ड मिल्क होता है क्राई ओवर स्पाइल्ड मिल्क ओके टू अनहैप्पी अबाउट समथिंग दैट कैन नॉट बी अनडन ओके क्राई ओवर स्पिल्ड मिल्क भी बोला जाता है और स्पाइल्ड मिल्क भी बोला जाता है ओके सो मीन्स if you are fail any examination or done any mistake in the past why are you crying over the spilled milk you should not be unhappy because you cannot change this one that one or particular so this is an example you can understand it can't he helped don't cry over spoiled milk okay so our next idiom is curiosity kills cat okay being too curious can get into a trouble okay ज्यादा curious मत होना I know you all are curious but in a limited way it doesn't mean you are curious and going to anywhere like you should be curious not about everything you should be curious at the right of the time at the nick of the time okay according to the suggestion don't ask about which divorce curiosity kill that cat okay cut corners take shortcut when something is undone or sorry done badly to save money cut corners they always put quality first they won't cut corners okay पैसे कम करने के चक्कर में कोई बड़ा समझौता मत कर लेना आई वुड से like if you are doing something and I still remember once upon a time one of my friend went for cycle repairing and he tried to cut a corners but after some day later he had a like a issue and he like there was a miss little mini accident happened and this was only because of the hitch this region cut corners he cut corners some money for cycle he was thinking like this will be working later but this happened like even a more like injury in his hand and this was the very like a learning lesson for me also that this is the situation like cut corners okay cut the mustard means होता है performing satisfactory to succeed okay so our next idioms you can also understand means successful होना we need a better catcher this one just does not cut the mustard okay so devil advocate means होता है to present a counter argument okay the teacher always play devil's advocate to provoke discussion in the classroom don't count your chicken before the egg have hatched okay don't make plans for something that might not happen okay so for example if you are giving your attempt for any defense examination and you are thinking you will be get recommended ssb then you will go training this is good but at a limit but if you are only thinking and not doing something this will be like don't count your chicken before the egg have hatched okay you might not win the prize and you have already spent the money don't count your chicken before the egg have hatched okay so चलिए next idiom पे चलते हैं don't give up the day job means you are not very good at something you could definitely not do it professionally for example why did you invest in business even after failing in the past don't give up the good job okay so our next idiom is don't put your all egg in the one basket so for it means basically don't focus all of your attention on one thing or area okay you should like focus on the overall thing so our next idiom is drastic time call for drastic measures okay so this means basically when you extremely desperate you need to take drastic actions okay when you are like extremely desperate you need to some take this like drastic actions for example yes we had to let to go of 5 of our workers drastic times call for drastic measures okay Elvis has left building. Oh my god. Elvis has left building. This basically means the show has come to an end. It's all over. Elvis has left the building means होता है end में आना. Okay. Come to end या समाप्त होना. Every cloud has a silver lining. Means be optimistic, my dear friends, my dear buddy. Be optimistic. Even if you are suffering from the great difficult time of your life, you should be a person who always like every cloud such a silver lining. Be optimistic. Even difficult time will lead to a better day. Okay. For example, I'm sorry your business is going badly, but remember, even clouds, every cloud has a silver line. Okay, किसी भी लाइन में, किसी भी लाइक स्थिति में आपके लिए एक अच्छी सीख छुपी होती है. सीख मीन्स every cloud has a silver lining. Its answer, its solution, whatever you want to say. Okay, a far cry from means a thing that is very difficult from the something else. A thing that is very different from something else. Different, not difficult. Okay, a far cry from means a thing that is very difficult from the something. So you did was far cry from what you said you were going to do. Okay, okay. I hope you will understand this one. So our next idioms will be feel a bit under the weather, feeling sick or unhealthy. Means if you are अंडर द वेदर तो मतलब क्या हो जाएगा, इसका मतलब अंडर द वेदर बेसिकली इसका एक और होता है फिश इन द ट्रबल वाटर. तो इसका इडियम्स हो जाता है जब कोई लाइक ट्रेवल में हो तो उसमें आप एनीबडी गेटिंग प्रॉफिट. फील अ बिट अंडर द वेदर बेसिकली मीन्स होता है कि अनहेल्दी फील करना, सिक फील करना. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम नॉट कमिंग टू ऑफिस टुडे, आई एम फीलिंग अ बिट अंडर द वेदर. ओके, so our next idiom is give the benefit of doubt. Means believe someone statement without proof. Give the benefit of doubt. I know him since the past year, so I give him benefit of doubt. Okay, like believing without any proof. Hear through the grapevine means to hear news from someone who hear news from someone else. Okay, राई का पहाड़ बनाना means making the moon hill mountain. Okay, so सुना सुनी बात के लिए आगे बढ़ाना. Hear through the grapevine. Okay, grapevine. So, for example, I heard through the grapevine that she is pregnant. Okay, hit the nail on the head means to do or say exactly right thing. Our new, for example, you can understand. You spotted the fellow Robert. You have hit the nail on the head. मतलब एग्जैक्टली सेम थिंग करना जो आपके लिए करना चाहिए था. राइट थिंग, राइट और करना या से करना. ओके, हिट द सैक और सीट और हे मीन्स टू गो टू द बैक, सोने के लिए जाना. आई एम एग्जॉस्टेड, आई थिंक आई विल जस्ट हिट द सैक मीन्स अपने लाइक सोने के लिए जाना. अवर नेक्स्ट इडियम्स इज in the heat of the moment. Oh my god, in the heat of moment means overwhelmed by what happening at the moment. He does not hate you, he just said in the heat of the moment. Okay, someone when is angry and they say over. Okay, this is the like situation in the heat of moment. So for officers this is a great quality that you should not lose your voice, lose your tongue in the heat of moment anywhere. Okay, I hope you all are that much mature to understand it. So our next one idioms is friends. It take two to tango means both people involved in a bad situation are responsible for it. Okay. He blame her for his lack of intention. Well, it take two to tango. एक तरफ से ताली नहीं बजती है, ताली साहब दोनों तरफ से बजती है. So this is the suggestions like it take two a tango. So our next idiom is jump on the bandwagon means join a popular trend activity. Nowadays there are many people who make short video, especially taking the music that is like join on the bandwagon. Okay, means trending song. So our new video new song, new idioms is keep something at a way. Okay, keep something away. Okay, keep something at away means keep something away. So friends, gentlemen, cadets, ladies, our new idioms is kill two birds with one stone. ये तो हमें लगता है सुना होगा, आप लोगों ने पढ़ा भी होगा probably. To solve two problems at a time with just one action. Okay, so next idiom is last straw means the final problem in a series of problems. This is the last straw. I am calling the police. Okay, the final trial of the patience. You can also call it. Let sleeping dog lie. Don't disturb. Leave something alone if it might cause trouble. Means सोते हुए कुत्ते के लिए सोने दिया जाए, उसके लिए नहीं जगाया जाए, because if you like awake him, they will like create any type of trouble. So next idiom is let the cat out of the bag to reveal the secret, to share information that was previously concealed or unrevealed. Okay, friends. So you have to become the officers who never like let the cat out of the bag of our defense forces secret, especially when you become the officers. When you join the army, navy, air force, I would say, okay, because this will be a humongous thing from the national security purpose. NSA, NSA से मुझे एक आ रहा है NSA National Security Act. This was basically bring for what you, if you know, then write down in the comment sections, and when it was bring. So or also do write what is the amendment of the Constitutional Amendment Act by which this was bring. So friends, our next idioms is make a long story short, come to the point, leave out the detail. Chalo friends, now we are going first. To make the long story short, I never go back the money rent him. Okay. Method in the madness. A purpose in what one is doing, even though it seems to be crazy. Method in the madness. Okay, madness मतलब पागलपन में, पागलपंती में भी एक मेथड होना. When I am doing might seem strange, but there is a method in my madness. कुछ चीज़ों के लिए madness पागल ही बनना पड़ता है. For example, any scientist not will be like very stylish. He will be like method in the madness. Miss the boat. To miss out something. Basically, pay attention, John. You will miss the boat. I never learned algebra. Oh my god. To miss out something on something. Okay. Not spark decency. Okay. Decency. Decency means basically a person who has no manners. Oh my god. This is very like wild. Wild thing means a person who has any not any manner. So basically to spark, not a spark of decency means a person who has no manners. Her brothers has no, not a spark of decency. I do not like the way he act in public. Not playing with the full deck means someone who is mentally, psychologically, or intellectually deficient. Okay. So next idiom switch on the wall. On the wall means when someone understand a situation well attentive. If you were on the wall, the this would happen on the wall. Okay, when something understand the situation well attentive. Okay, on the wall means होता है well attentive, जागरूक होना, to be careful. Off the record means not made as an official or like attribute statement. Confidential, you can understand. Okay, unofficial or confidential, this, like something which can be changed. He accepted his fault of the record, and hence it could not be used by the prosecutor in the court. Okay, or unofficial basically this like something that will not be used in the court. So this is called of the court. Okay, of the record, of the record. Okay, gentlemen, ladies. So next idiom is old trick in the book. Okay, this basically means a well-known and much used trick or method. Old trick in the book. Old trick in the book means if you are solving any questions of mathematics by the method by which will like taking long time, this is not a great time. You should under like take new one. Old trick, not old trick but new one, that is time saving, or you have to like do mastery in the old trick. Oldest trick in the book. Okay, so our next idioms would be off the cuff. Off the cuff means without preparation, spontaneous. You can also understand speaking any type of speech without any preparation. क्या कहते हैं उसे? We call it extempore. So our you can understand 25 minutes completed, friends. Welcome back. Our video completed 25 minutes. Let's see another 25 minutes video. Right now we will be completing fast this one. So let's see, you can watch in 2x also if you are like feeling that my voice is too much slow, because I have to teach with example, so this will take some time. So our idioms will be old habit of the die hard. Old habit die hard. Oh my god, this is very relatable. Old habit die hard means people find it difficult to change their accustomed behavior. Okay, she retired last month but still get up same time in the morning. Oh my god, this is positivity. You are seeing they are optimistic minds. Like most of the time we have seen जो आर्मी मैन होते हैं, आर्मी मैन एयरफोर्स जो डिफेंस पर्सन होते हैं, जो रिटायर्ड होने के बाद भी डिसिप्लिन रहते हैं. दिस इज लाइक old habit die hard. Okay, and for me this is a like suggestion. Old habit die hard means I am believing something that previously I should not, so I'm trying to kill them by myself by regular practice of mathematics. ओके, जिनकी मैथमेटिक्स थोड़ा भी स्लो होती है उसके लिए लाइक ये वाली टेक्निक अपनाना चाहिए. ओके, all have a die hard but your practice will definitely die them. Next idiom is once in a blue moon, really very rarely. Okay, ईद का चांद होना. I hope you understand this one. So our next idioms will be open the floodgates, release something that was previously under control. Okay, out of the blue means होता है happen unexpectedly. Out of the blue means happen unexpectedly. Okay, once in a blue means also very rarely, but unexpectedly means होता out of the blue. bolt from the blue means होता है also unexpectedly. ठीक है, out of the blue और bolt from the blue unexpectedly. For example, Agnipath scheme was bolt from the blue for by defense forces. So this can also be understood. Out of a limb. Out of a limb means basically do something risky or something that others do not support, leaving the deer in the difficult situation. She was out of a limb with her project. Nothing support her idea. Okay. So our next idiom is over the top. Totally excessive and not suitable for the occasion. For example, Hari was way over the top for a somber occasion like this. Okay, over the top, totally excessive and not suitable for the occasion. Okay, pen is mightier than the sword means जो पेन रहता है वो खतरनाक रहता है हमारी तलवार से. Words and communication have a greater effect than a war. Okay. Nowadays, you can understand, friends, the geopolitics play a vital role. Trump and Modi ji and Putin, also Xi Jinping, they are not fighting any war, but they are every word, every words by their mouth play a vital role major than like more than any type of war. Okay. A simple handwritten note put an end to their week long cold war. Pen is mightier than the word. Okay, war. Okay, war. It's not war. You can also understand sword. Means talwar. Push one's luck. Okay, push one's luck means you can understand trying to obtain more than what one has. Okay, risk spoiling the current situation. You have my permission to go to your friends. Please don't push your luck by planning a night out. Okay, raining cats and dog means होता है raining heavily. Basically it means we will have to cancel the trip. It's raining cats and dog here. मूसलाधार होना, मूसलाधार बारिश होना. So next idiom is our reap the harvest. Reap the harvest means benefit or suffer as a direct result or past actions. For example, when he cleared IIT JEE, he reaped the harvest of all his hard work. For example, when you cleared the examination along with your SSV, you will understand reap the harvest means आपने सारे अपने हार्ड वर्क की जितना भी एफर्ट डाले थे उसका मतलब हार्वेस्ट कर लिया है। रीप द हार्वेस्ट मीन्स benefit or suffer as a direct result or past action. For example, your every each and effort will be pay off when you show your name in the merit list and also in the PDF. Roll up one's sleeves means get ready for hard work. My dear friends, my dear cadets, are you ready for the roll up one's sleeves? Get ready for the hard work. My brother said he would roll up his sleeves and do whatever it takes to support my family. Definitely, this one hit hard. See eye to eye to be in agreement. Okay. She was glad to her roommates so eye to eye on the choice of the flat. Next one is shoot in the dark. A complete guess may or may not be close to the truth. Okay. Shoot in the dark means होता है रात में लाइक यू कैन आल्सो पहाड़ों में गोली मार देना या फिर कुछ भी। शूट इन द डार्क मतलब होता है रात में शूट कर देना मतलब ऐसे तुक्का लगा देना। फॉर एग्जाम्पल ही डिड नॉट नो टू मच अबाउट द प्रोग्राम सो आंसरिंग इन द इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन वॉज मेरली अ शूट इन द डार्क। यू कैन आल्सो यूज दिस वन इन द इंटरव्यू idioms not this habit. If you don't know just say I don't know sir please. You can also sorry, this is a simple way, don't try to over smart. Okay. For example, our next idiom is sink your teeth into. Do something with a lot of energy. Okay. For example, we all are learning this idiom, these idioms. Sink your teeth into means Robin immediately sank his teeth into his new job. Okay. Means do something with a lot of energy. बहुत energy के साथ work करना या something you wanted to study something anything. So friends, new idioms is what skating on the thin ice means do or say something, risk or something else. For example, do something. I am taking this one. Okay, okay, no, no, no. This one is also not working. Okay, working. We will taking this one. Okay, do something or say something risky that could cause trouble. Okay, don't say anything that hurt her self-esteem at your could be a shaking मतलब डू से समथिंग और इसकी से कुछ भी बोलना जिससे कि मतलब किसी को हर्ट ना करे। ओके यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड। सो अवर नेक्स्ट इडियम इज स्ट्राइक while the iron is hot. Okay, this means basically to act at the right time. The price of gold at a 10-year low, strike while the iron is hot, invest right away. It basically means जब भी पीक आवर्स हो पढ़ने के तो आपके लिए पढ़ाई करना चाहिए। फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दिस वन for your examination there will be very less time, so you should strike while the iron is hot. At the 11th hour your preparation is at the 11th hour not go that much well, but you have to at the iron strike while the iron is hot. Okay, your preparation will boost up and your score will be also boost up. Our next idiom is take a back seat means basically means choose to be less important in a role. Okay, he finally decided to take a back seat and let his son run the family business. Okay, so next idiom is take with a grain or pinch of salt. Take with a grain or pinch of salt means doubt something about the accuracy, doubt the accuracy of information. Okay, so you can understand the example. A lot is said about the celebrity media, but the information should be take with grain of salt. Okay, take non No CD. Okay, means rapid drop or decrease in value. For example, you can understand take non-decisive. This we have done also means rapid drop or decrease in value. The share price took a no dive when there were rumors of the company. Okay, trading and trading this will happen. Take the plunge. Plunge. Take the plunge means होता है venture into something of one interest despite the risk involved. Okay, if you are interested in something and you will definitely going to take the plunge. Okay, take the responsibility, take the risk. Okay, for example, Jack finally took the plunge and open a restaurant. Test of one's own medicine. Treat people the same unpleasant way or also good way as they treated you. For example, getting the like test of one's own medicine. This is a suggestion. For example, when Operation Sindur was started, our Indian Armed Forces gave the test of Pakistan on medicine in their own language. Okay. Next idiom is think the world of means admire someone very much. For example, there are some peoples in the family or in the place where you live that you got too much admiration from them. So they will like think in the world. For example, next is idiom is tight spot means a difficult situation. This is a tight spot. For example, the recent lawsuit has put the firm a tight spot. Okay, tongue in the check means of remark supposed to be taken funny or ironic sense. Her comment was taken more seriously than the intended. It was supported to be tongue in the check means just a remark of a remark supposed to be taken in a funny way. Like if you are like commenting emoji and someone take it really like on the heart, this will like change the situation. So this is like tongue in the check. Okay, turn a blind eye, pretend not to notice or ignore karna, something like this. You can also remember the idioms like cold shoulder, turn a cold shoulder also. Okay, pretend not to notice. Okay, so people tend to turn a blind eye to crime against women. This is, for example, there are many issues where people like turn a blind eye. जैसे this is not my duty और ये तो होती रहता है, something like which this will be like example, turn a blind eye. Okay, so next idioms will be our now like trace below. Walk on eggshells means basically be extremely curious about one's word actions. Okay, celebrity are scrutinized by the media for all their actions, so they require to work on eggshells. Next idiom is want someone head on a platter means basically want someone to be punished severely. Our next idiom is watch someone like a hawk. Okay, for example, keep eye on or watch carefully. Example, you can understand the examiner watch test take like a hawk. Okay, बिल्कुल नजर से नजर देखते रहना. नजर से मतलब बिल्कुल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जो एग्जामिनर रहता है हमको देखता रहता है चीटिंग तो नहीं कर रहा है. समथिंग लाइक दिस idioms will be added. Watch someone like hawk. Okay, water under the bridge means basically something bad that happened in the past but no longer important. वाटर अंडर द ब्रिज पानी पुल के अंदर जा चुका है भैया. So example, the couple had a serious fight in the past, but the water is under the bridge now. Babe, a dead chicken means basically what this meaning? Do something, do something useless, unhelpful thing in the hope that it will solve a problem. For example, if you are solving any questions of mathematics by different or like a wrong method, this will not work. Even this will something like all in vain, null and void like situation. Okay. So our next idioms will be big the niche means barely able to understand because of emotion, fear or illness. Okay, too much fear, too much pressure. The shock of being summoned by the Supreme Court made me go in that niche. Okay, so next idiom is wear many hats means do many different type of tasks. Okay, if you are doing 4 to 5 tasks in a day, this will definitely going to like help in your examination daily wise. Okay, बियर मैनी हेड्स मतलब होता है बहुत बहुत टोपी पहनना मतलब बहुत काम करना बहुत टाइप की टास्क करना इन अ डे weather the storm okay means succeed in the surviving a difficult period of time मतलब बहुत परेशान होने के बाद भी सफल हो जाना फॉर एग्जाम्पल डिस्पाइट of Ramu family was too much poor, but his hard work make him succeed. Okay, and also you can understand Ramu weathered the storm means सफल हो जाना without too much opportunity but too much suffrage. Okay, so our next idiom says friends bad behind the ears. Bad behind the ears means basically inexperienced and immature. Okay, instead of full-time job, she should be offered an internships as she is still wet behind the ears. Okay. So next one is whale over time. Whale over time is basically enjoy a lot. She had a whale of a time in the Goa with her girl gang. Okay. Whistle in the dark. Whistle in the dark means pretend to be brave in a scary situation. स्टिल इन द डार्क मतलब होता है कोई डरपोक इंसान है जो कि कोई अनप्लीजेंट सिचुएशन हो रही है वहां पर वो बता रहा है कि आई एम ब्रेव एंड डीलिंग समथिंग सिचुएशन ब्रेवली दैट्स लुक्स गुड नेक्स्ट idiom is why keep a dog and worry for yourself why keep a dog and bark for yourself ऐसे कुत्ते को क्यों रखा जाए जो आप पर ही लाइक भौंके this basically means if someone or something can do a job for you why do it yourself. My sister has a printer but she continued to write notes manually. Why keep a dog and bark for yourself? Oh my god, this is a suggestion. Like if you have any opportunity, you should use this. Otherwise, this is a suggestion like why keep a dog and bark for yourself. Our next idiom is wide of the mark. Okay, wide of the mark means basically incorrect, inadequate, not what is expected. Her answer was wide of the mark. It was impossible for me give a better rating. Okay. So our next idiom is wild goose chase means best time looking for something that is has a little chance of being found. वाइल्ड गूज चेस मीन्स होता है कि मतलब कुछ चीज के लिए हार्ड वर्क करना जिसमें सक्सेस होने की बहुत कम चांस हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम अपलोडिंग दिस वन वीडियो and my I know this one people who are watching will not even I have seen most of the people like do not like even your video. This is a very like बात ही नहीं करनी. You are not subscribing the channel and watching the video, even not liking the video. Basically totally waste of my energy because I am learning. I am uploading this one for the sake of your help. If you are not even trying to do this one. This is totally free of cost. I You can do it right now. Do so. Our next idiom is okay. Wipe the slate clean. Make a fresh start. Okay. When Mike was leaving home, he decided to wipe the slate clean with his dad. Okay. Wipe the slate clean. Make a fresh start. Next idiom is wolf in the sheep clothing. Wolf in the sheep clothing means dangerous person pretending to be harmless. Okay. Wolf in the sheep or clothing. Okay. भेड़िया जो हमारे कपड़ों में रहता है. Okay. You can understand by Hindi means also if you are from north south India you can directly understand wolf in the clothing or sheep means dangerous person who is pretending to be like helpful for you, but in the future he will be like dangerous or harmful for you, because he is right now pretending harmless, but in the future definitely. So this will be like suggestion. And for example, I thought she was good person, but I realized that she was a wolf in a sheep clothing when she backstabbed and me during the selection of process. Okay. So friends, we have completed 95 idioms. I hope you all have completed these all also. So right now 96 is work your finger for the bone. Work your finger to the bone. Extremely hard worker. Okay. Example, we are doing a hard work. Work your finger to bone means बहुत hard work करना. If you are planning to do mathematics, you have to work your finger to the bone. Okay. She totally deserve the success. She worked her finger to the bone when she started out the model. Okay. Next one is Borm eye view. Borm eye view means होता है a perspective seen from below or from a low or inferior position. Okay. The trainee get only warm eye view of the corporate structure. Great. Worth one salt. Warm eye view means मतलब छोटी सी वहां से देखना, छोटे स्तर से देखना. ओके. Worth one salt means होता है good or competent at the job or profession. Okay. For example, she deserve respect as she totally worth her salt. Okay. Competent होना. Wrap one's brain around. Wrap one's brain around means होता है concentration on something in an effort or understand. I really need to wrap my brain around this concept before the examination. Okay. Concentrate on something in an effort to understand. कोई चीज पर like for you all wrap your all mind, all your brain around the idioms. This one video, because this will help you do definitely. 4 to 5 idioms will be surely will be from this video. Okay. If the like examination idioms give zero in the something. Zero in on something means focus all attentive into one thing. Focus all attention onto one thing. Okay. The teacher immediately zeroed in the weaker student of the class. Okay. Basically it means zero in on something means focus on all attention onto on something. Okay. Means basically focus करना जिसमें भी आप less होशियार और इंटेलिजेंट. ओके. सो फ्रेंड्स, वी हैव कंप्लीटेड 100 vocabulary वर्ड्स, बेसिकली idioms. तो आज का वीडियो कैसा था जरूर बताइएगा. एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब अवर चैनल. एंड a hot potato means we have also understand something that is very difficult to deal or dangerous. Okay. तो आज का वीडियो कैसा था ज़रूर बताइए और वीडियो के लिए बार-बार देखते रहिए। आपका वीडियो देखने के लिए मेरे भाइयों-बहनों बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर सपोर्टिंग। मिलते हैं किसी नई वीडियो के साथ, तब तक के लिए जय हिंद, जय भारत। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग। जय हिंद।